Welcome back to Java and Joy. This is going to be a fun episode. We're going to talk about why beauty has no age limit. So, if you're not a believer, you're going to be. And I think so many women need to hear this, that beauty does not have an age limit. There's no number on beauty, there is no expiration date on beauty. So we're going to be diving into that. But as always, let's first talk about, what we've been up to in the world of Carla Joy Wellness. And I'll tell you, it's been busy. It's been very, very busy. I have just been taking full advantage of it being summer. And we have had some of the most beautiful weather that I can even recall in the last year and a half. I mean, it's just been perfection. So we've just been going out and about, trying all these different places and things and walking trails and just being as active as we can, getting that vitamin D. We've been trying new foods and places. We have found some amazing new farmers markets. And let me tell you, I'm already planning on doing an entire episode just about like shopping local and things like that, because I'm telling you, if you're not already shopping local, if you can find a place to get your produce, your meats, your dairy that is reliable, that is locally sourced for you, just trust me, it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. So you can always, research and look up, Google, farmers markets near you. They typically tend to be on Saturday mornings, at least in the Indiana, Midwest region, but that could vary from state to state since, I'm a Hoosier girl, so I don't know about the rest of the country. And maybe some of the countries or some of the states within our country may have better access to other things that we don't have in the Midwest, right? So it's hard to get a lot of fresh stuff, especially when it comes to seafoods and, certain things. And we live in the Midwest, so it's really nice to have good sources. So just do your homework, and they're just so much fun to go to. And you're not only going to do stuff, that's going to help you and your family and your health, but you're going to give back and you're going to help support, small businesses. And to me, that's extremely important. As someone who is a small business owner, I know how important it is to support small businesses. So that's pretty much what's going on in the world of me. I would say that my joy moment of the week this week was the farmers market that we went to, this last one, this past Saturday. It was just amazing. I mean, it was huge. I just could not believe all the different vendors. So that was my joy moment. As always, though, please share yours with me. You can leave it in the show notes if you're watching on YouTube, or if you're on a podcast, you can, leave a comment. But you can also share your joy moments on social media, your Facebook posts, your Instagram posts, wherever you consume social media. You can share your joy moments there. It could be you just taking a picture of a farmer's market that you're visiting, or something fun you're doing this summer, and share those on your social media. It's just such a good way to pay forward joy and spread joy to everyone else out there. And of course, you can always tag me at Carla Joy Wellness, and I love adding those to my stories and sharing your posts on my page for all of my community to see as well. So keep doing that. Love seeing all your joy moments, you guys. They are amazing. Let's do our warm up. Let's get settled in. Let's take deep breaths. Whatever is bothering you right now, whatever's on your to-do list right now, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist for the next however many minutes this podcast goes. This is your time for you. Just take it in. Do something good for yourself. Whatever it is still going to be there later. It ain't going anywhere. We all know that. So just use this time to decompress a little bit, okay? And of course, get a sip of your Java, which I now realize I've left on the other side of my desk over here. So we're just going to grab that. So cheers, you guys. Cheers to me time. Cheers, cheers, and cheers. All right, let's dive into this. Let's talk about why beauty does not have an age limit. Because somewhere along the way, ladies, we have been taught that beauty belongs to youth. And we try so hard to stay youthful. It's almost like someone told us after a certain birthday, we have to fade into the background, that we're not supposed to wear certain clothes or wear certain eyeshadow colors or cut our hair a certain way, or honestly, just we're not supposed to feel beautiful anymore. And I am challenging that belief. I think it's ridiculous. I don't know why this happened, how it happened, but it doesn't matter. We are going to throw that entire belief system out the window today, lock it down behind it. It ain't coming back in, because I don't believe that beauty stops ever. I think it continues into your 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 100. If you get there, you're still beautiful. In fact, I feel like beauty actually evolves. I think we become more beautiful as we age. And I honestly think I have some good reasons to back that up, which I will go over. But I do think that we have been sold a lie. We have been sold a lie. We have been taught like aging is a problem. Like every wrinkle, every gray hair, it's suddenly like we're supposed to be ashamed that we have these things, and we're supposed to do everything we can to cover it up, reverse it, slow it down, or whatever, prevent it. Think about the products in the beauty industry that are just anti-aging, or things like, talking skincare, hair dyes, you name it, that we use and consume on a regular basis to stay youthful. Now, I am not saying that we shouldn't do any of these things. I think we should always do what makes us feel and look our best. Okay, like if that's what matters to you, if it makes you feel good to color your hair, or wear a certain outfit or whatever, I think you should 100% do it. We only live once. I think we should do exactly what we want to do, as long as it is good for us, right? So I am not in any way hating on any of these things, but I also don't think we should be ashamed of the fact that we have more wrinkles or we have the gray hair, because these are not flaws, okay? Every wrinkle we have tells a story. Think about it. All our wrinkles and our gray hairs, I like to call them wisdom marks and my wisdom hairs personally, because they're proof. They're proof of a life well lived. They're proof that not only have we been given the gift of life, so technical difficulty there, not only have we been given the gift of life, but we have been given the gift of living to this age, where at one point, people don't even make it to this age very often. And there's plenty of people who still don't. And the fact that we have gotten that privilege is not something to be ashamed of. It is something to celebrate. It is something to be proud of every single day. We have survived life. We have experienced things. We have had lessons. We have grown. We have become resilient. We have celebrated victories. We have mourned losses. We have loved people. This is not things that we should be hiding. These are things we should be honoring, literally celebrating. And if you don't know me personally, I am someone who goes hard on birthday celebration. I celebrate my birthday the entire month of July, which, by the way, is just around the corner, because I do believe that it should be celebrated appropriately. I get another year. I had another year around the sun, another year of things I learned, another year of growth, another year of joy. That is a blessing. And I will not let any single wrinkle on my face or gray hair in my head tell me otherwise or teach me otherwise. It's ridiculous. Now, do I color my roots? Yes. Am I overdue? Yes. And I do that because it does make me feel good. And I do believe that when we are more confident, we just present ourselves a lot better. And we kind of bounce through our days in a more joyful way when we feel good. And I think that that's fine. When we look good, we feel good. When we feel good, we look good. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if I decided to go gray tomorrow and just stop coloring my hair, there's nothing wrong with that either. And that's why I have no problem pointing out when my gray hairs are sticking through, or no problem pointing out, like if you ever watched one of my makeup tutorials or things that I do, I will get right up in that screen, front and center, zoomed in on my wrinkles, and I don't hide them. I am not ashamed of them. I'm not. I'm proud of every wrinkle I've gotten. I've earned every wrinkle I've gotten, and ladies, you have too. We earn them hard. We earn them honestly, and we earn them difficultly, if that's a word. So we got to stop being like buying into the whole lie of, we stop being beautiful at a certain age. That's why I say that we actually grow more beautiful, because the older we get those marks, those milestones. They actually show on us, and that is so something to honor. So I want you to really like think about it that way. And at the end of the day, beauty is more about appearance, more than appearance. Sorry, it's more than appearance, because if we're walking with confidence, if we're smiling often, when we take care of ourselves, when we speak kindly to ourselves, when we live with purpose, when we carry wisdom, that is beautiful. That's more beautiful than smooth skin, right? The energy we give, the presence that we give, how we make people feel when we're around them, those are qualities that grow stronger with age. And that is way more beautiful than any covering of a wrinkle, any Botox, any concealer, any hair dye is ever going to give me. That is way more beautiful. And and as I always say, confidence really is beautiful. And as we get older, I think one of the greatest gifts we're given is confidence, because we spend so many years worrying about what everyone else thinks and what we should do, or what our parents thought we should do, or what our peers thought we should do. And when we grow older, something amazing really does happen, where we just stop caring less about fitting in, and we just care more about being ourselves and being content. And we start not giving a what. And I love that. I think that that's where we start to really wear what we love and pursue what brings us joy, and stop apologizing for taking up space. And that confidence is magnetic. And honestly, I think confidence really is the most beautiful thing a woman can wear. And that's why I say beauty gets better with age. We become more beautiful with age, because this is where we might decide to wear that dress that we didn't feel confident in before, or maybe we decide to dye our hair bright pink because we weren't allowed to because of a job, or we were worried what people thought, or whatever. Especially when, I know women in retirement age, they're living their best dang lives because they ain't got no boss telling them what to do. They can color their hair whatever they want. They can wear whatever shirt they want. And it's awesome. I envy that. I'm like, yeah, that's amazing. Because obviously we still have constraints. When we go to work, there's a dress code, right? And that's fine. But outside of that, the only constraint is ourselves. So why are we putting constraints on ourselves? It's ridiculous. Wear the dress, right? So aging really truly is a privilege, and not everybody gets the opportunity to grow old. Really think about that. Every birthday is a gift. Every new year is a chance to learn, live, laugh, love, dream, grow, create memories. Every year you need to be focusing on what have I gained? You've gained more perspective, more gratitude, more strength. That is powerful. That's a powerful way to look at aging. And that's why, it's like a rebirth, in my opinion, when we start to get to our 40s and over. And we really do choose our own joy in every single season, including these later seasons. This is where we can really stop waiting for someday, or next year, or in 3 years, or in 5 years. We realize that life is happening right now, and it's not waiting for us. So that's why we have to just wear the outfit, take the vacation, try the new hobby, wear the lip gloss, just celebrate whatever season that you're in, because life is short and every chapter deserves to be enjoyed. Right? So I want to give you kind of a little list here that I came up with, that's practical ways to cultivate an ageless beauty mindset. So if everything I just said wasn't powerful enough for you, or didn't resonate enough for you, these are things I want you to do now on a daily basis moving forward, that are going to not only help you, but constantly remind you and really create a new way of thinking over time as you do these things, so that you just automatically know how amazing aging is, okay? So these are things you can be doing all the time to cultivate a ageless beauty mindset, okay? So first of all, and I did write these down because there was no way I was going to remember all these. I think there's 6, but it's a lot to remember when you're over 40, right? We have to make lists for things. Plus, I love a Post-it note. So these are: speak to yourself like someone you love. Focus on health, strength, and energy, not just appearance. Focus on those things, and you're probably going to automatically appear better. Stop comparing yourself to younger versions of you. You are now the new you. You are now this chapter of you. Each chapter is a different you, and that is perfectly okay. And that's what makes life a journey. And honestly, what makes it amazing is that we do grow and we evolve. Okay. I want you to always celebrate everything your body can do. Can you breathe? Can you walk? Can you run? Can you eat? Can you sleep? All these things. Celebrate what your body can do. Wear what makes you feel confident, and that includes makeup, clothes, whatever. Surround yourself with positive influences. So if it's take away the people who drain your energy. Obviously, there are some people in our lives that are permanently placed there. Limit your time with them. Limit your exposure to them, and increase your exposure to positive influences. Okay, make it like an 80-20 thing. 80 positive, 20 not so positive. Okay, and then practice gratitude for every year you've been given. Every morning you wake up, if you can't think of something to be grateful for, then you are grateful for the reason is you woke up. That's your morning gratitude journal every single day. If you can't come up with anything else, which I'm sure you probably can, but let's just say you can't, then your gratitude every day should just be, I'm grateful because I woke up today. And I'm telling you, you keep this list, maybe write these down on a Post-it note. Maybe you could put it next to your laptop, on your fridge, bathroom mirror, maybe all of the above. If you know me, you know I love a good Post-it moment or 12 around my house. It's one of the coaching techniques that I actually teach and use with my clients all the time, because when things are front and center, constantly reminding you and right there where you see it, so much easier to keep it as a focus. It's one of those, like, if it's out of sight, it's out of mind. So when you're trying to train a new habit or retrain your mind or whatever, it is so good to have reminders everywhere you look, because then you're constantly absorbing it. And bonus points if every time you pass one of these Post-its, you read it out loud to yourself. Not even just read it internally, but actually read it out loud. It actually has even more powerful benefits. And you'll probably learn that habit or absorb that new information quicker by reading it out loud. So bonus points for those of you that can read it out loud. Okay. So write those things down. And I really do want you to remember that your beauty did not peak at 18, 21, 25, 30, whatever. It didn't disappear at 40. It didn't disappear at 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, whatever. Beauty isn't found in perfection. It is not found in any one certain thing, but it is found in things like confidence and kindness and joy and wisdom and authenticity. So the most beautiful version is not behind you. It's right with you now, and even in front of you. It's that woman that you're constantly becoming. That is the most beautiful version of you. So every day you wake up, you're an even more beautiful version of yourself than you were yesterday. So next time you look in the mirror and you notice a wrinkle or a gray hair or a nice, beautiful, straight chin hair, don't we love those, ladies? If you know, you know. Just know that those are badges of honor. Honor, and it should be celebrated, because we have gotten to live this long. We've gotten to live this long, and not everybody has gotten that chance. So just remember, every day's a gift. Beauty is our gift. We are beautiful. Just be beautiful. Know that you are beautiful. And remember that there's no age. There's no age in beauty. We age like fine wine, ladies. We just get better and better and better, as queens and women should. All right? All right, now let's take one last sip of our Java. Tilt that back. Cheers to being aging beauties. And thanks as always for joining me here on Java and Joy. I hope you got a little joy out of this episode. I hope it, poured some joy into your day. As always, please, if you could, leave me a review, share this episode with a friend. I'm sure there's someone you can think of that could probably use a listen to this. So share that, pay the joy forward. Anything you ever need from me, all of my links are in the description, whether you're on YouTube or a podcast. If you're on the radio, you can just go to carlajoywellness.com. All of my resources are there as well. I'm on basically every social media platform at Carla Joy Wellness. So it's pretty straightforward. It's Carla with a K, by the way. But that's all I got for you guys today. I enjoyed talking about this topic with you, and I look forward to our next topic. But until next time, keep finding your joy one sip at a time.